Hi, really quickly I want to go over in this video some basics of JavaScript. So this is going to be a video series on using JavaScript. And JavaScript is unlike a lot of other languages in that you already have it on your computer. If you have any browser, you can type JavaScript. So I'm going to go over that and how you can type Java or write JavaScript in any browser, and also some websites that are pretty handy to use if you want to prototype some more advanced stuff in JavaScript. So first of all, we're going to go open a Chrome tab, and I right-clicked and then I went down to inspect. You can do this in other browsers or something similar to it, but this brings up this tab with the HTML code. So there'll be some other videos I'll do on HTML. But if you go to console, you can type JavaScript right here. And if there are errors in the web page that you're viewing, then they'll show up here. But really quickly, I'm just going to type one line of code. So window.alert. Then we'll put a message, my message. And there you go. So JavaScript is primarily used for controlling client-side web applications. So what you see on web pages rather than what goes on the computer, you're getting the website information from. And so we can do all sorts of stuff like manipulating websites right here in the console of really basically any browser. Another site that is useful to use is codepen.io. And CodePen, if you go up here and click New Pen, it'll give you this. It'll give you three sort of input slots to put in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you can prototype a lot of JavaScript stuff here. So for example, if you write console.log, this is another thing we can do. Then when you open up the console, this is how you would open up the console within CodePen. You could also open it up in the browser and it would have this, but you'll see the message here was logged twice because it actually ran the code twice. And you can do other things. There's one more site I'd like to show you really quickly, and it's jsbin.com. And this allows you to do a very similar thing. So if you click the JavaScript tab and say window.alert, and then it ran the code before I even finished it. That's one thing about JSBin is it runs the code after pretty much every change. And see, if I were to put this and make any change in there, it'll rerun the code. And so those are three ways that you can use or test or sort of prototype things with JavaScript without having to download anything. CodePen might want you to make an account. That's pretty easy and they don't really need a lot of information, but without really having to do anything. Whereas if you're learning a language like Python, you have to download Python and possibly some other modules in order to do anything. Nothing against Python, but it is very handy to have this with JavaScript.